Hi everyone, very good afternoon. I'm Dr. Preeti Sharma, your pathology and microbiology faculty at PrepLadder. And today I have with me Dr. Amjad, who's scored a great score of 226 in the recently conducted FMG exam. So firstly, Dr. Amjad, many congratulations to you and your family on this great achievement.
Thank you so much.
And how is the feeling? How are the
Yeah, I
celebrations
think,
at home?
yeah, everyone's happy. I'm happy. Uh, it's a great relief for all of us. And
I'm sure.
I don't know how to describe myself, but it's a really good feeling.
No, we can totally understand when once you achieve something, especially with such an amazing score, it becomes difficult to express it in words. And but we can totally understand the feeling, and especially what your parents must be feeling right now. So, Dr. Amjad, we'll start with a quick introduction about you. Which college are you from, and then we'll take it ahead to your preparation and your journey.
Okay, my name is Amjad. I studied from Teaching University Geomedy. It's in Georgia. My batch is 2018, and I passed out in this year, like in February.
Okay, so this has been your first attempt, and a very valid question that I want to ask you, because most of the students who've joined us right now are the ones who are going to appear for the December exam. So I want to know about your 6 month strategy, which will help them formulate their strategy going forward. So, how was your preparation, your resources, and your entire plan for the 6 months before the exam?
Okay, in the beginning, I thought I would be able to study the main videos itself, but I realized within a few days that I don't have the time for that. So my strategy was to go through the rapid revision. Rapid revision, I did it I completed the first time. I went through it thoroughly. Then I
Hmm.
started revising it. Some subjects I revised 3 times, some others I revised it 2 times, and then afterwards and also along with that I was doing the mock test and also doing the pyqs was a great help doing them. And the last month, like the last 2 3 weeks, I started doing the LRR videos. I mean,
Right.
I found that instead of revising the whole thing again in the last time, going through the LRR ones will be much more beneficial for me, and I found it to be beneficial. Also, it was along by that time that I saw Marwa sir asking us to do like questions from the custom module, like 100 questions a day.
Yes.
And I did that, and that was also helpful. Even if you don't know the answers for the questions, it gives you an experience on how to solve, how to approach these questions, and within the given time. That's all.
Right, so you are the perfect candidate, Dr. Amjad, that I want to ask, because this question I receive a million times every year for every exam. Is rapid revision enough for the FMG exam? So today I want to ask you this question.
From my experience, it is enough. The rapid revision, if you do it properly, and if you revise it, back it up with the LRR videos, and you do the PYQs and the system modules, I think that is more than enough to pass the FMG exam. Yeah.
Right, so it's a holistic approach. If you only rely on rapid revision videos, it's not enough. But if you club it
No.
with PYQs, custom module, and you practice your mock exams well, then altogether it is definitely a good resource to clear the exam. So, coming to your grand tests, what was the frequency like, and how did you analyze your GTs?
GTs, I unfortunately I didn't start doing GTs from the first time, from the first itself, but
Hmm.
later onwards I started doing GTs. And the first time I did, I think I was marks were below 150. But only that one time I was below 150. All other times it was above 150, but never more than 200. Like between 150 to 200. Yeah.
Right, but your baseline at least was below 150, and from there today you are sitting at 226. So it's definitely a phenomenal journey, and we can only imagine the amount of hard work that must have gone into this. So, how many
Right.
hours a day were you studying, if I just ask you on an average in the last 5 months?
On an average, like minimum 10 hours a day, and
Wow.
some days 12 hours. Yeah, maximum it
So
was
were you
12.
were you that student who had cut off from social media and closed all his profiles?
Oh yeah, I had. It was a difficult thing to do because
Definitely.
yeah, in the beginning, especially in the beginning, my hand was always going to my phone. I mean, I had to,
But
there are modes on the phone, right, where you can block these apps
yes.
from. Yeah, I had to do that.
So then, since you were not on social media, then and you were studying a considerable number of hours, what was your break time and how did you keep yourself mentally intact? Where did that sanity come from?
I like to travel a bit, so whenever I was too much stressed, I would take half a day break, go out somewhere. Just nearby places, I will just go on my bike, come back, and
Great.
also some days I will just walk around my house, and that was really helpful. I mean, it relieved a lot of stress. It was, yeah,
Which is a must. I mean, for a student who's sitting and studying for 5 to 6 months, you need those regular breaks. That is when
yeah.
you can actually come back and you can perform better in your grand tests and your mock exams also, which is great. So, Dr. Amjad, I have another question. The pattern this time has been the first time that the pattern has changed. You had 6 sets in which you had to actually attempt the exam. So, how was that experience and how did you sail through that?
Uh, for me, I found it to be a bit helpful because you had to go through 50 questions and you had 50 minutes. I mean, at the end of those 50 questions, if you, I did not keep anything for review. I answered
Okay.
it as much as possible I can in the first go through itself.
Okay.
And after one section, I would have like 6 or 7 minutes remaining. And in those minutes, I will try to cover as much as the questions that I kept for review. But I think that was a problem for me because um, whenever I reviewed, I started overthinking the questions and made silly mistakes because from that
That
overthinking.
that happens with everyone. That is why we always say our first gut feeling and instinct is always the correct answer. When we sit down to
Yeah,
overthink it, we always mess it up. And I believe, although it's a tough thing to have these timed slots, but somewhere with these timed slots, you're overthinking, you don't get time for it. You have to finish
yeah,
a question within a minute and you have to move on to the next one. So at least that is a trap that you're saving yourself from. So
yeah.
I think it has worked in your favor clearly with the score that you've got. And before we end, because it's totally your day, your stage, Dr. Amjad, it's whosoever you want to thank, family, friends, teachers, or just anyone who's played a vital role in this entire journey, it's over to you. The stage is all yours.
First of all, I have to thank my family because they were
Surely.
really supportive throughout these 5 months. I mean, uh, they catered to me as much as they can. They provided me with all the support they can. I mean, they gave me a room and did not disturb me, and I am very thankful for that to my parents and also especially to the faculty of PrepLadder. I mean, uh, my only source of studying is this, and in the first try itself, I got it. I mean, especially the rapid revision, the LRR videos, your LRR video. I mean, that was really good. The microbiology and patho. I mean,
Thank you so
being
much.
able to concise that much information in a small amount of time, yeah, that was really helpful.
No, thank you so much for giving us the credit, but it's totally yours because we can teach, but it's ultimately at the end of the day, it's your hard work, and you have to sit down and cram all that information, keep it, and again, with all that stress and anxiety, you have to perform on that final day. So it is definitely a lot more from your side than us, but thank you so much for sharing your journey with us. And just a quick question before we end, what plans further? What have you thought for the future?
I mean, the future is the internship, right? I need to wait for the internship.
Any
Uh,
dream branch or anything that you want to achieve if I ask you your 5-year vision? Or
you
too
asked me
early
my
to ask?
ultimate ultimate mission. My always my favorite subject is cardiology. I mean,
Great.
I like it, but I don't know. Let's see. let's see where life
If
takes
you
us.
must have a vision, that is when you go on that path. And since this thread and this video remains with us forever, so maybe a few years down the line, we would have Dr. Amjad coming back and commenting that I am a cardiologist and that is what I wanted to achieve. So we would pray that for you, and just anything else that you want to achieve in due course of time, we would want to give you all the blessings for that. And we know you are very sorted in your head. You've had a great strategy, great performance in the exam. So we know you're going to achieve bigger things in life, and all of us would be very happy to see you get till that final destination.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Amjad, for joining in, and all the very best.
Okay, thank you very much.